Hey everyone, this is PrinceWatercress, and welcome back to Let's Play The Magical Quest starring Mickey Mouse for Super Nintendo. In the last video, we made our way through Stage 2, the Dark Forest, and we beat a spider with Pete's face on it. And now, we're entering the Fire Grotto for Stage 3. And as soon as we enter this little tree, I guess, with Pete's face on it, that is when the level begins. Yeah, we're definitely going down. I was doing a lot of going down when I was in this stage when I was 7 years old, and I could not complete it. Oh, and before anyone asks, yes, you can pause and change costumes. Really useful. Experimented with that and found out it worked. So we're going down in this elevator. We got a couple of those little winged Goomba enemies, as I like to call them. And I want to get all of the coins that I possibly can. And maybe give myself a bit of a chance here. Let's duck because I don't have a block to hit that guy with. And also, it's worth it. It's more worth it to go through here as regular Mickey than as magical Mickey, because you have to duck to hit those blocks if you're playing as magical Mickey, and I don't need that health. And I have a block now. Interesting. Can I throw it at you? Yes, I can. Amazingly. So, this guy will jump around. He will smack the rock floor with his hammer. And you want to pay attention to where the floor rises whenever he hits the... Whoa. Whenever he hits the floor with his hammer, because sometimes it'll be ahead of you, sometimes it'll be where you're standing, and if it's where you're standing, you want to walk off the edge quickly or else you're getting sent into the spikes. It's not insta-kill if you get hit into the spikes, but I'd rather not deal with it anyway. Also, I wanted to make sure that I still have the ammo for the turbine just in case, so that way I could refill in case I needed to. But for getting to Stage 3-2, we get to play as Fireman Mickey. So it's pretty useful. It's actually pretty appropriate for the stage because there are some enemies you can only beat with the firefighting ability. And it's pretty straightforward. You have a continuous shot you can perform just by holding X. Not holding X, holding Y. And with this continuous shot, you can not only get rid of fire, but you can also push some blocks as well. And that's something that I definitely want to do. There's a fire hydrant over there. We use that to refill our water. And you will definitely want to keep your water as high as you possibly can, especially when you're going to places like this. I am going to be a little more careful here and get rid of the blocks the old-fashioned way. And then you get all the coins here once I enter this place. Alright. And that's not what I wanted. At least the timer stops when you're switching costumes, but you can always pause and change if you need to. And, whoa, that little hole right there where the fire came out of, yeah, sometimes there will be holes, these little craters in the walls that will cause those platforms to catch fire. Also, you want to jump over that too. By using the firefighter's costume, you can push walls both large and small. You can get rid of fires easily. And it should be noted that if you drop right here, and destroy that block, you'll get a Mickey doll. That's a 1-up. We need the 1-up. And I need to get that out of the way. Now, strangely, that didn't hurt me. Also, it should be noted that when you distinguish the fire on these moving platforms, the platforms do stop moving for a little bit. And you want to be very careful about that. Also, sometimes you'll have health in there, sometimes you'll have apples. I'm guessing you only get the apples if you're at full health. I mean, that would make the most sense. And some of these platforms will dip into the fire. We're going to duck down right here. And this platform, I want to ride the way up. And I want to shoot this with the fire hose so that way I can get more coins. And nearly got hit there, but we did alright for ourselves. And now it's time for this area. We need to push these blocks out of the way. They move pretty fast. They can be a bit of a nuisance to deal with. And I want to jump right here. And, that path right down there leads to coins and nothing else. The coins feel almost not worth it. And there will be other places to get coins. Yeah, that block right there is where you can get coins. Now it's time to switch to this, and I'm going to stand right here real quick. The fire ceiling rises up and down, but watch the water. You actually get to see the water light up with the fire's reflection. That is really neat. And that's something we wouldn't see in gaming until a lot later on when graphics got a whole lot better so many years later. Looks like something you see out of a game from at least the PS3, 360, Wii era. Also, I want to get rid of this block and get myself a health extension. Now here you want to be careful. While there is the rising and falling fire ceiling, you do also want to wait for the platforms to reach the water so that way they extinguish and you can pass by easily. Now, this area here. I do want to be careful when I go down here. Uh-oh. There we go. Really actually wanted to get that. There's another extra life down there. And I wanted to make sure that I got it. Okay. Also, you know what? That's good enough, I think. That's really good enough. Okay. Let's go ahead and break the blocks down there. And if you go far enough out of the way, you can get the fire hydrant to respawn and you can get more water. And if I can get up there, that would be pretty cool. Let's see if we can get up there. Doesn't seem like we can. Or maybe we can. We can. Awesome. If you go up here, you'll find an entrance to the general store. I do want to get rid of these blocks so that way I can get some coins. And as much as I would like to refill on stuff, not exactly necessary. And I can keep breaking through this and getting everything here if I need to, but I shouldn't really need to. And whoa, want to be very careful right there. You do have those bats that are appearing every couple of seconds, and well as those little fire geysers that are popping up there. And once we jump on this platform to start 3-4, That's when we're going to face the boss. Whenever you end up going underneath this guy, that's when you need to duck. You also want to make sure that you take out the fireballs whenever possible, so that way they don't set the platforms on fire. Every so often, the platforms will reverse direction, and you will need to be careful. That's not careful. And sometimes the fires on the platforms here will turn into fire hydrants that you can use to refill the water. But as long as you're paying attention, as long as you're ready for the speed change, the more damage you do to this fire-breathing statue, and you're able to constantly keep yourself above the flame pit there and ready to get somewhere and maybe even extinguish a flaming platform or two for a fire hydrant, you should be able to take that thing down and you'll be able to clear the fire grotto. And now we are back on the overworld map. We have made our way through the fire grotto, and we now have to climb the mountain to go to some very frozen place. But that will have to wait until the next video. So join me next time where we take on Stage 4. Until then, this is PrinceWatercress. Take care, stay safe, and thanks for watching!